everyone. My name is Shoah Philpotts, and I am so excited to be able to share my thoughts with you today and just a little bit of my reflections on the recent uprisings in the entire Black Lives Matter movement. As an African American woman, I have constantly found myself wondering and trying to figure out how to work through my everyday life and get through moments of uncertainty as all of this has been happening. But one thing that has helped me is the tools and the skills that I have learned from Little Friends for Peace through my engagement with them as a camp counselor, as an employee, as an attendee. And I'm grateful today to be able to be here and share why this issue is so important. Now more than ever, it is up to us to be the change that we want to see in our community. As we watch our leaders scramble and just function in a bed of uncertainty, it's up to us to take charge and control over our lives and the people around us. So I challenge all of you today to sit and ask someone that does not look like you what their experience has been like in America. Take a moment to pick up a book that does not relate to your life or your way of living and try to see somebody else's perspective. Take a moment to talk with a child that lives in an inner city and see what their school experience is, because it is up to us to be connected with one another and to look out for our neighbor. And the work that Little Friends for Peace is doing is just that, enabling people to identify peace within themselves so that they can spread peace in the world. I'm so grateful again for all of the work that Little Friends for Peace does, and I look forward to continuing to connect with this organization and learning how to shine my light and maintain my peace while fighting or working towards social justice.
My name is Kayla, and today I will be playing Peace and Love. And the colors are going to be white, orange, and green. My mom's original country flag, Africos.
Have you ever been there? Have you been there lately? To see, to hear, smell, feel. You made me so mad I could not see the red in your eyes, the invisible blood in my hands, nor hear the drum in my ears, or smell the odorous, hot, humid storm in my way, or feel the heart jumping into the grasp of my hand, standing in limbo, the dirt numb under my feet, or the hammer throb in my brain, the tears running down my cheeks, and after that, I just find P-E-A-C-E, that spells position, evenly aligning, cooperative engagement. Peace. The question is, how do you swallow the hurt? Cool down and find the joy.
How did I make it all these years? How did I make it this far? Through the valleys and over the hills. I know it had to be God. How did I make it through the storm? How did I make it through the rain? If you want to know just how I got here, it's so easy to explain. It was God's grace.
God's grace.
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 I made it this far.
I made it this far by the grace of God.
It was God's grace.
God's grace.
It was God's grace.
God's grace.
It was God's grace.
God's grace.
His amazing grace.
God's grace.
I made it this far.
I made it this far by the grace of God.
Lord, I thank you for how you brought me. How you brought me through the night. Lord, you kept me and you never left me. You stood by my side. There were so many times when I came so close. Old man Death, he tried to take me in. So the reason I'm here, it's not hard for me to see. In fact, it's so easy to explain. It was God's grace.
God's grace.
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 I made it this far.
I made it this far by the grace of God.
I remember the time when I strayed away. Even though I knew the word, still I wouldn't obey. But God's mercy and His grace has stayed with me. And He brought me all the way. It was God's grace.
God's
It was
grace.
God's grace.
God's
It was
grace.
God's grace.
God's
It was
grace.
God's grace.
God's
I've got the light of freedom deep down in my heart. I've got the light of freedom deep down in my heart. You know it's deep, deep, and it's down, down. Deep down in my heart. You know it's deep, deep, and it's down, down. Deep down in my heart. I've got the light of justice deep down in my heart. I've got the light of justice deep down in my heart. You know it's deep, deep, and it's down, down. Deep down in my heart. You know it's deep, deep, and it's down, down. Deep down in my heart. I believe that Black Lives Matter. Deep down in my heart. I believe that Black Lives Matter. Deep down in my heart. You know it's deep, deep, and it's down, down. Deep down in my heart. You know it's deep, deep, down, down. Deep down in my heart. God bless everybody from Little Friends for Peace. Keep up the great work. I love you all.
No, I want the ball. Pass me the ball. No, I want the ball. Pass me the ball. I had it first, so you can't get it. Please, let me use the ball. Hey, what's going on here? My sister keeps saying that she had the ball, but I had it first. But I want to also play, but he's being mean. Have you guys ever heard of something called peace? No. What's peace? Peace is an action that helps everyone have a fair share. So why is he not giving me the ball to share peace? So let me ask you this. If you have the ball, who are you going to play with? Oh, I never thought of it that way. It's fine, I'll share the ball.
Hello, my name is Sangare and I made a peace poem. The world is so cruel. People act mean to each other. No one cares about others. We fight for no reason. We want peace, but we don't act peaceful. So let's stop the violence and come together and be balanced. Thank you.